Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in.
This is Court.
Everyone, welcome to This is Court Radio. Let me let everybody have a second to get into the room. Welcome, welcome in. Happy Sunday, everybody. How is everybody doing on this beautiful Sunday afternoon? I truly hope well because, honey, I feel good. I feel great. I'm excited to be here today for yet another This is Court Radio episode. Welcome in, y'all. How y'all doing? Before we get started, I do want to say right off the bat, while you in this room, while you are listening to the sultry, smooth voices of your girl, Courtney Taylor, please do me the hugest and kindest favor to like the radio show while you're in here. It's a quick little button tap, okay? Click the heart. Let me know you there. Let me know you feeling it. Let me know that you are with me today. And we can get started on this show. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I'm seeing people slowly come in. No problem. Take your time. It's Sunday. This is the reason why I have the show on Sundays. It's leisure. It's take your time coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I going to listen to Court today? Maybe I'll just slide in to the radio show. And then you just slide in and you chill with me. That's all it's about, okay? Happy Sunday, y'all. I only have two things in my title for this radio episode, okay? Now, the reason why I have these two things is because one of them has been out long enough for me to really dive into my thoughts about the movie. And another one just came out, but I mean, if anybody has seen this movie and all the other movies before it, you really know it's the same energy. So I'm also here to provide my insights on that as well, okay? So the first thing we're going to talk about, top of the list, before I even get started, I am going to say this though. I am not about to talk about one of the actors in the movie. No ma'am, no ma'am. I know it's a hot topic right now, and I know it's terrible circumstances. I know it, I hear it, I've seen it, and I understand it. But I am here specifically to talk about Creed 3 and Creed 3 alone. I know. Can you really even talk about it without mentioning the situation? And I've come to tell you the answer is yes, because that's what I'm going to do today. We are talking about Creed 3. Natural Danny just popped in and said, hey, y'all. Hey, Natural Danny, welcome in. You caught me at the perfect time. I'm about to talk about Creed 3. And I did give a disclaimer that I would not be talking about nothing else involving a particular actor within the movie, okay? We here to support the people who made a phenomenal movie, okay? Now, Creed 3. I know everybody's heard of it. I know everybody's, had their dialogue about it online. I've seen the Twitter captions. I've seen the Twitter memes. I've seen it all. But before we get started, I like a good synopsis. I'm going to let y'all know what this movie is about. Now, what's funny is I didn't even see Creed 2. I know. I told myself I was going to watch it before I saw it, but then I queued it up on Amazon Prime the other day because I rented it. And I was like, you know what? I don't think I need to see Creed 2. I don't think I will watch Creed 2 in order to watch Creed 3. I just figured out I would get it. I would understand what was going on. I would catch up. It wouldn't be that hard to do so. And I think I did pretty good. I think I did A-okay, y'all. But here's a synopsis for this new installment of Creed. Here we go. Still dominating the boxing world, Adonis Creed is thriving in his career and family life. When Damien, I don't know if y'all was on the episode last week when I was talking about how sinister that name Damien sounds. Well, not last week. It might have been a couple weeks ago. But who that name? Anyway, when Damien, a childhood friend and former boxing prodigy, resurfaces after serving time in prison, he's eager to prove that he deserves his shot in the ring. The face-off between former friends is more than just a fight. To settle the score, Adonis must put his future on the line to battle Damien, a fighter who has nothing to lose. That's a really great synopsis. That's got me excited. Hold on. Literally the description of this movie under why to watch is inspiring, exciting, and gripping. And let me tell you something. It was all three of those things. The movie is phenomenal. I know people have already probably seen it, but I really wanted to make sure that when I talked about it, I wanted to dive in deep, okay? So if you hear some spoilers, I'm sorry, y'all. You're going to hear a little bit of spoilers because we got to talk about it. We got to chat about it, okay? Now, my first thought when watching this film, I was maybe 23 minutes in. Let me tell you what my first thought was. When I was first watching the first 23 minutes of the film, your girl was on Damien's side. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Damien was big bro to this boy, to Adonis. Damien was protecting him. Damien was gone for 18 years. Life stripped from him. I was on Damien's side. He had every reason to be upset. Okay? There was a scene where Damien comes out. Now, and you got to think about it from Damien's perspective, y'all. You got to think about it from Damien's perspective. He was the boxing prodigy. Adonis was figuring out the stats for him. You know what I'm saying? Making the bets for him. He was, don't get me wrong, a huge support system for Damien. But Adonis was on the side, honey. Adonis was just learning the ropes. Meanwhile, Damien was out here knocking people out with a single word. Checkmate. Okay? So me, myself, and I was like, when does he become the villain? Because I was confused. And then when he gets out of jail, he gets out of prison, right? They got this man still with an ankle monitor. He looking around. He sees that his little bro has become the boxing star he was, dying to be. And then Adonis saying, "Oh, bro, what's up with you? Oh my God, it's been forever. Oh, so good to see you, man." Damien about to dip. All right, man, I just wanted to say hi. I just was in the neighborhood. I just got out, wanted to see my boy, Adonis invites him out to eat. They get something to eat. And Adonis is going to slide him some money on the table. Loud and aggressive. Bro, Damien literally looked at that money and was like, pick that shit up, dog. I ain't come here for that. I was like, right? Like, first of all, we're at a restaurant that I think, according to them, was like a classic restaurant they used to go to all the time. Because I think Damien goes, "Oh, you still come here? You still eat with the common folk?" Making his jokey jokes. And Adonis goes, I be trying, I can't come here all the time. Because, Adonis is a rich nigga now. You know what I'm saying? But then first of all, Damien has not asked for nothing yet. And you already trying to slide him some money? Don't be disrespectful, bro. Why are you being disrespectful? At that point, I was like, yo, is Damien really the villain? That's what my first thoughts were. I don't know if that was 23 minutes in, but it was at least 15 minutes in where I was like, I don't like this. Then that was strike one for me, because get your money up off the table. Strike two was when, oh shoot, what was strike two for me? Strike two was when they was sitting in the restaurant and he was like, "Dog, I'm trying to get back out there. I really, boxing is the one thing I love. I was doing it the entire time I was in prison, dog. It's what I know and love. I would love for you to, I see you got your gym. Love to work out at your gym." It was the contemplation for me for a minute there. Like, in my head, already understanding possibly that the main reason that Damien went away is probably protecting his boy. The hesitation got me mad. What are you hesitating for? It should have been as soon as the man got out. You should have, first of all, you should have known when he got out. Should have been staying in contact with the boy, because he said it at the lunch when they first saw each other. I've been writing y'all. I was writing you all the time. You was writing me all the time. Adonis ain't received a single letter. Now, of course, as I watched it a little further, I understand that the mom was hiding the letters because I guess she didn't want to stay in contact with Damien. Okay. I don't know why, per se, but okay. But also, like, why wouldn't he keep in contact with Damien? He went away protecting you, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little mean. I'm going into the comments because Natural Danny just commented something. If Adonis felt like he owed Damien anything, which he did, it would have been a verbal acknowledgement, not thinking I want money from you. You right. Thank you. Thank you. And the main point here, Natural Danny, in this beautifully written comment, is that he did owe him, which he did owe him. I became my best self. I became the best boxer in the world because I did not go to jail when I was beating Leon's ass in the streets. I didn't get put away for that. No, now don't get me wrong. I get it. Damien was the one who had the gun. Damien was the one who, was holding the dudes like, get up off my boy, get off my boy. But he didn't pull the trigger. And Adonis didn't die that night. Adonis could have been beaten to death by them men without Damien. Like, what? And he didn't even acknowledge none of that. He acknowledged none of that on your first meetup. You didn't acknowledge that. You didn't acknowledge how his error or his going away changed your whole life. Yeah, that was strike two for me. The hesitation in him joining the gym. Then when he joins the gym, they using Damien as a punching bag for this little dude, for this other dude. You knew his skill. He could have been an advocate for Damien in the gym. Nah, it was like a, just give him a chance. Like, I know. What was the coach's name? What was Wood Harris's character's name, y'all? Let me go back. What was Wood Harris's name? Oh, I ain't got his name on here. What was his name in the show? We're going to call him Coach, okay? We're going to call him Coach. The coach was hesitant on having Damien back. Then the coach hit him with that, you don't owe him anything. Remember that, dog. You don't owe him anything. Well, actually, Coach, you're wrong. I owe the man my life. If we being honest, I owe the dude my life. I could still be suffering from injuries from that beat up from them grown men if it wasn't for my foster brother, Damien. I don't know. I just didn't like the way he was treating him when he got out. That just didn't make no sense to me. What was his name? T-Love, Lil Duke. Coach Duke. Coach Duke, do you even know the relationship they have? You even understand the magnitude? Like, I'm telling you, the first, I said 23 minutes. I'm thinking 23 minutes. I was really about to post on my Twitter. Like that, you know how on Twitter they be doing that, the show villain versus the real villain? I was about to post that shit, y'all. I was literally about to post the show villain and show Damien, and then the real villain, which was Adonis, baby. I was getting so mad because I feel like there was an obligation there. There was an obligation for as soon as the man got out that you should have been taking care of. I don't know. Especially when you find out that they were foster brothers in a foster home together. What? You're not taking care of your peeps? You never reached out to him. You never even thought to send a letter to your boy. You don't know when he gets out. You're trying to slide him money on the table, probably a measly couple dollars anyway. You're trying to slide him some money while y'all having lunch. And then you treating him like you treating him like leftovers, not the good kind. I don't like that. I didn't like that. I didn't like that not one bit. Hold on, I'm going into my comments right now. Charlotte said, yeah, it's not like you forgot about him. Thank you, Charlotte. He literally completely erased him out of his life. Because y'all didn't think it was weird that the wife who has not a grown child, but a child that's kind of tall. That means that child is older. Still a child, but still like a child who's fluently talking, who's fluently got the sign language down and understands stuff, and trying to learn how to box and stuff. You got this grown little girl, not grown, not you know what I'm talking about though, a bigger child. She's no longer an infant, is what I'm trying to say. You got this kid, and your wife don't know that you was in a foster home with Damien. Listen. I'm telling you, I was really mad at Adonis the whole first 25 minutes of the movie. Let me see. I got Tilo saying, I think that's why Bianca was so frustrated with him. Adonis can't feel anything but guilt because he's been suppressing his past for so long. His mom hiding those letters didn't help. Tilo, you're right. His mom hiding them letters did not help. Like, first, and to me, I still don't understand why she did that. Unless Adonis didn't tell her what really happened as to why he got arrested. I think she just assumed that maybe he was a bad egg, he was a bad seed, But is Damien not the whole reason why Adonis does boxing in the first place? Besides his father, of course. Okay, besides the father. But Damien was teaching him the ropes. He was big bro. He was big bro. So the fact that you hid all that, you probably hid the reason why Damien went to jail in the first place. You never talked about your previous life with the woman who is your wife and mother of child. Yo, if you haven't counted, I am three strikes already, but I got more strikes for your boy, okay? Let me go into the comments once again. Natural Jenny. That would have been an automatic slap to the face. Adonis got a little too big for his britches to me. In agreement, Natural Danny. I am in agreement. That man spent most of his life in prison for you. Caps. For you. Thank you. Yeah, couldn't visit him or hook him up afterwards. You took the words right out of my mouth, Natural Danny. Okay? Natural Danny, I hate that mentality. I don't think it was conscious, but not extending a hand and making a way for your bro so he can better his life as a thank you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I was saying. I'm telling you, the first 20, now I'm going to say 27 minutes, I was furious. I was furious with the boy, okay? Tilo said, also, Adonis was 16 when this happened. His childhood was crazy for being a boxing champ son. Listen, Tilo, I hear that. But how old was Damien when he went to prison for half his life? Was he 18? I don't know, y'all. 18 to me, that's a kid. 19 is a kid. I don't think you really get into adulthood, really, depending on your circumstances, of course. I know people are there are a lot of children who are forced into adulthood rather quickly. I get that. But that, to me, those are some major circumstances for a boy, because Damien wasn't, super old. I don't think. How old was Damien supposed to be? Young Damien was maybe 18 at the time. But, like, I don't know. Damien lived, I'm not about to sit here and call Damien bad seed. Not when he lived the same troubled life as Adonis. Okay? And in my personal opinion, I think he kept a gun on him to protect not only himself, but when Adonis is with him, you gotta protect little bro. These people was crazy out in these LA streets. Okay? I don't know, man. I get it. Adonis was 16, and they mentioned it at the end of the movie. He was just a kid. It was nobody's fault. I hear that. But I don't know. Okay? I think teenager or not, as soon as my big Brody went away, oh, I'd be sending him a letter every day. I need an hour a day at least to write my big brother. I miss him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be writing my bro. Ugh. I don't know, man. Tilo goes, wait. I got another comment from Tilo. Wait, Damien tells Bianca his sentence was longer because he had priors, which may be why Adonis's mom didn't want him around Damien. I hear that. But I thought Damien said his time was extended because he was getting into trouble while in prison, which to me meant he had to protect himself. That's all that meant to me. It's usually when I hear somebody, a lot of the times for me, I usually am on the side of the person in prison, because I don't know what it's like to be in prison. I don't think anybody does. And when you in there, your mental, your everything gets tested. And I'm going to tell you what, if they had to add time because the man was protecting himself, that stuff be happening all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I thought Damien was saying that his time was extended because of, bad behavior basically within prison. I do remember him saying that he had priors, but to me, priors as a kid, that's a troubled childhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have needed help. And I felt like he found his outlet in boxing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. All I'm saying is, I was on Damien's side for a minute. I switched up, though. Let me tell you the exact moment I switched my loyalties for a second, okay? I switched because when they had Damien boxing, wait, let me make sure I got the man's name right. When they had Damien boxing I think his last name, I don't want to say just any, the Chavez dude, that man was fighting dirty. I ain't never seen boxing moves as dirty as that. I'm going to tell you what. First of all, you already knew that Damien was coming in hot. He was coming in. There was a little feeling inside, I think, all of us, where we saw him come out, that we knew this fight was about to be nasty. We knew this fight was about to be nasty. And when we see Damien punch with all his might that man's shoulder, I said, oh, that feels dirty. I don't think I've ever seen a boxing match. I don't think I've ever seen a boxing match where somebody gets punched in the shoulder with that much ferociousness. That was intentional. Then he started hitting him in the knees, like kneeing him with his own knees, an elbow scrape to the chin. This man punched Chavez in the underarm. What? Yo, I was looking at all these dirty moves and I was like, Damien, no. Y'all, I was sick about it. But that's when my loyalties switched up because I was like, oh, okay. The villain is showing. The villain is now showcased. This man is fighting dirty, going to do everything he can to get to the top. But I don't know, y'all. I was still on Damien's side for a minute there, especially when Adonis just knew that, Adonis and Bianca talking about something. This is going to be an easy fight to their child. This is going to be done real quick. I ain't like that. I ain't like that not one bit. Y'all didn't believe him. Y'all didn't believe in him at all. Y'all never believed in Damien. Why? The boy been boxing for 18 years in prison. If anything, you should have been concerned. Okay? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I noticed the nastiness in his desire to hurt within the boxing world, but I don't know. Hurt people. In that instance, I felt like nothing was acknowledged. There was no accountability on the part of not even saying like, this was all Adonis's fault as to why he was in prison. I don't think that's something that should have been, a conversation. But I do think he should have been treated like family when he got out. In my personal opinion. I got some comments in here. Hold on real quick. Tilo says, hell, opponent in prison was probably cinder block. The opponent in prison was probably a block of bricks, baby. The size of a human. The wall was his opponent. Like, what? Y'all should have been concerned, okay? Natural Danny said, yep, I felt that pain before. We're lifting my arm to grab something like off the shelf. Hurt too much. I got hurt at work, though. Didn't nobody punching. Oh, Natural Danny. But imagine all that energy. This man probably changed this man's body makeup, hitting his shoulder as hard as he did. That man had to been walking like this for the rest of his life. Shoulder attached to his ear, as hard as he was hitting that boy's same shoulder. Oh, nah, get me out of here. This man is fighting dirty. I ain't never been hit like this in a boxing match. Get me out. Yo, Damien was getting a little dirty, but my thing was, I felt like he didn't have nobody. He didn't have nobody. Adonis, his number one fan when he was a kid, is now looking at him crazy, not trying to help. And now the answer is, I'm gonna battle him. That to me showed me exactly this Creed 3. Hold on. Creed 3 to me exuded the perfect definition of poor male communication. Yeah. That's the best way I could describe that. Poor male communication. Because all they needed to do was sit down and talk. All they needed to do was sit down and talk, baby. But no. They sitting here. The answer to the problem is that he needs to now battle Damien to reclaim and keep everyone in mind that he is the best at this. That was the answer to this 18-year-old this 18-year-old abandonment, to fight it out. If that's not alluding to how men handle issues, I don't know what is. I was heated about that. But was the movie great? Was the movie an amazing movie to watch? Yes, it was a good ass time, honey. The boxing scenes were great. The conversations, the moments with the daughter and her feeling like she has to protect herself at school and feeling like she wants to be exactly like her dad. Like, I just love how they filmed it too. Like, there was a moment that my boyfriend pointed out while we were watching it. He literally said, like, there was a moment where Adonis is talking to his daughter, and Legacy is just in the background of the shot. And I was like, wow. I feel like there was just so much symbolism, not only within the conversations, but throughout the movie as well. It was just really beautiful. I think it was really beautifully made. Did I have notes? Obviously. Like, I just felt like it was just so, I don't know. Even near the end, after all was said and done, I felt like Adonis should have been like, listen, we are always going to be in each other's lives. And the way I never reached out to you, that's on me. But right now, we making up for that. Come on, Uncle D. Meet your niece. You know what I'm saying? Like, that to me is what should have happened. That to me would have been a better ending, because Damien was under the understanding that he had his moment of reckoning that I'm not blaming you, dog. We were kids. I get that. But you left him behind. That's the real issue here. You left me, dog. I was lonely. You was my bro. And you went off to be a boxing star and completely forgot about me. Forgot about our life before Felicia Rashad got you. Like, I don't know, man. That to me felt a little, I wasn't a huge fan of that. I did think the movie was beautiful. I did like the movie. I just felt like there were a lot of the plot just felt so like, what? There's no way. You never told your wife about you being in the home. She knows nothing about Damien. She knows nothing as to why Damien got away, which has, let's be real, a lot to do with you. What are we doing? And then her response is to get back in the ring and beat his ass? Not, maybe you guys should talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just thought, meh. I think it could have ended a little differently in my personal opinion, if we're being honest. I got some new comments in here. I am Nia Love. Welcome in, I am Nia Love. Damien was more antagonist than villain. They both had reasons for feeling wrong and both made bad choices. I agree. I'll take that. I like that, I am Nia Love. Also, big trauma on both sides. Big trauma on both sides. So why wouldn't the proper answer be communication? Y'all should have scheduled a therapy session as soon as he got out of prison. Natural Danny, dead ass. That mentality was toxic. I got to fight you to prove I'm better than you after you did 18 years for me. That didn't make no sense to me. That just didn't make no sense to me, in my personal opinion. And I felt like they didn't even really rekindle. They just kind of like, we good, dog? Yeah, we good. All right, man. If you need me, you know I'm around. Which is like basic anything shit that people say even when you don't even see the person ever again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's basic anything shit. It just gave very like, this is how men handle their problems. And men do it this way. You know what I'm saying? But I did enjoy the movie. I enjoyed every minute of it. I thought it was really good. I was tuned in. I just felt as though this could have been a really beautiful way to showcase men communicating and healing from past traumas in a better light. In my personal opinion. That's just how I feel about that. Okay? Natural Danny. Yup, therapy, because Adonis could afford the best. And Adonis could afford the best. I know he got a little buddy coupon that he could have took to the therapist with him and had Damien sitting in there with him. All they needed was a therapy session. Okay? In my personal opinion. That's all I'm gonna say. But I did enjoy the movie. I know everybody did. It did really well in the box office. I just think this could have been their chance to really talk about men communicating. Having a tough conversation and showing loyalty to your people no matter their upbringing. Oh, they were troubled kids. He had a troubled life. Like, I don't know. I just feel like they dropped the ball in some areas, but I did enjoy the movie. It's still a must-see for me. Please cue up Creed 3. I enjoyed every minute of it. I thought everybody was acting their ass off. Yeah. I just wanted to really dive in the way I wanted to because, honey, I was getting sick. I was getting sick of how much we were allowing the toxic masculinity of miscommunication to prevail in this movie. But I'm gonna let it go. I am Nia Love said, I feel like the movie could have been like 15 to 20 minutes longer to expand upon the story ending a little more. I agree. I think the movie could have been a little bit longer to allow for better conversation. I agree. Or just use the time better. Instead of us watching this montage of Adonis's character getting beat up trying to train for Damien, there could have been, I don't know. I feel like we could have made time for the important stuff like the conversations. And honestly, if we being 100% honest, I don't think Adonis should have won that fight. In my personal opinion, you got 18 years of rage. 18 years of rage. Adonis been out the game for 3 years. Right? Was it 3? Was it 3 years, or am I making a timeline that does not exist? Either way, the boy was out the game. Okay, he might be in the gym a little bit, walking around with the suit with the hoodie hanging out the back of it, but he wasn't training like my man Adonis, punching brick walls, probably knocking out COs. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I think we could have made some more time for the communication aspect of it all. Let me see. The montage is a must for Rocky films, but I feel you. I know I am Nia Love. I know. It needed to be there. So then I will agree. It could have been a twinge longer to allow for conversation that obviously needed to occur. Okay? And that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? But I did enjoy the movie. Definitely a must watch on my list. Cue it up, okay? It's on Amazon Prime. If you don't feel like going to the movies and spending your money, I hear you. I rented it out. It seemed to be the better option since two of us were watching it, so it basically made the rental kind of cheap. So yeah, Amazon Prime got it. If you're trying to watch it, cue it up, okay? The next movie I will now dive into, because I told you I wasn't gonna talk about nothing else. Okay. The next movie I do want to talk about is John Wick 4. Now, if anybody knows the John Wick series, y'all know it's full of dastardly ridiculousness that is too addicting to turn away from. That is the best way I can describe any of the John Wick movies, okay? Now, let's get into John Wick 4. I'm about to tell y'all a synopsis because, like I said, you know I love a synopsis, okay? With the price on his head ever increasing, legendary hitman John Wick takes his fight against the high table global as he seeks out the most powerful players in the world, from New York to Paris to Japan to Berlin. Okay. This movie is insane. This is the most insane movie out right now. First of all, I just know my baby Keanu Reeves is tired. I know he is tired. I want them to let that man rest. I want them to let that man rest, honey. Now, I'm not going to give away nothing about the movie. I'm not about to give away nothing about the movie, but I will talk about how insane the movie is. And I remember driving home after watching it and thinking the John Wick movies are literally going to go down in history. And I'll tell you why. I think they're going to go down in history with like all of the Jackie Chan movies. I think they're going to go down in history with all of the is it Jason Segal? No. Steven Seagal. It's going to go down with the Steven Seagal movies, the James Bond movies. Like, it's going to go down in history as one of those classic overly action films that exists in this world. Because I just feel like is the word campy? Let me look up if that's the exact word for it. Like, you know how slasher films have a feel, and you know, Steven Seagal films have a feel. What's the man's name? Bruce Willis during the Die Hard series. All of those had a feel. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. A man who openly promotes it. Oh wait, no, that's not right. Okay, so like camp can kind of mean like something that has a ridiculous, wacky appeal. That is the John Wick movies. Because it is so bizarre how much pain that man be going through in these movies. It don't make no sense. Y'all, I'm not trying to give nothing away. There is literally a scene within the movie where John Wick falls off what I would compare to maybe 3 stories. I'll go 2. I'll say 2 stories. He falls off a 2-story cliff in a club, right? Lands his back lands on a pipe. And then he falls straight face down onto cement ground. Yeah, I'm being deadly serious. The John Wick is pushed off a cliffy, lands on his back on a pipe, which I would assume would break a regular person's back in half. Right? Okay. And then then slides off the pipe and lands face down on cement. How? The man got up without a scratch and started back into boxing, back into shooting niggas and running away. How? Y'all, I am just John Wick be going through it in these movies. And to put into perspective how much pain this man was going throughout this movie. The movie is 3 hours. We don't never see this man sleep. We ain't never seen this man take a seat and get some water in him. The man looks dehydrated. And yet he is beating, he is knocking these people out. He's taking people out like this in groves. He's taking people out. How? Y'all, John Wick is the most bizarre series to exist. You know what I describe it as? Hold on, I'm about to go into my comments real quick. Natural Danny said, "Oh Lord, I don't have nothing against Keanu Reeves, but come on now. How many times will this white man escape death? Like, white people always think they're invincible." Listen, they had this man invincible in this. He was basically the one-punch man, honey. This man could not die. Natural Danny. And no, I haven't seen the movie, but I'm just guessing. Don't forget Tom Cruise and Chuck Norris, Courtney. They're invincible too. I'm telling you, the John Wick movies are going down in history with all of the overtly insane action movies that exist in the world. People are going to be studying these movies in film school, honey. I know they are. But you know what really got on my nerves about this? John Wick, and a lot of people talked about this on Twitter, there has to be a category for the stuntmen. There needs to be a category that exists for stunt people to get the awards and recognition they deserve. Because the way they had people flying downstairs, like I tripped down a single step and I want to cancel the entire day if I land wrong. They was throwing people down escalator stairs. You know how hard escalator stairs are? Absolutely insane. The stuntmen alone deserve extra compensation. I don't know, this is probably not what happens, but they should be getting paid, if not more, than the leads. Because the amount of stuff they have to go through for these movies. Listen to me. Listen to me, Charlotte. Yo, I know what scene you're talking about. I sat up so quick in my chair. I know you sat up quick in your chair. When it looked like he shattered his back on that pipe when he fell. Don't make no damn sense. Don't make a lick of sense. Y'all. Charlotte, yo, him making his way to the finale scene is crazy. Borderline impossible. The man had, I'm about to say something. That might be a giveaway, but not much of a giveaway. It doesn't give away the ending. That man had 3 minutes to go up 222 flights of stairs. On what planet? On what planet? And you know they be having Keanu Reeves running real labored. His runs feel so heavy, poor thing. His runs feel like the man been running his whole life. Oh my gosh. I just know Keanu gotta be tired. Listen, that movie is insane to me. This man got the whole world trying to kill him. They got the whole world trying to kill him. It was just too crazy to me. But you know who was a standout in the movie? Let me tell you who was a standout in the movie, okay? I thought he did a phenomenal job. And I told y'all to be on the lookout for him. He's been popping up heavily in a lot of stuff. Let me go to the cast. He been popping up heavily. I think y'all wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. What's the man's name? Shamir Anderson plays Tracker. Listen to me. He was in a lot of nothing, like I told y'all about. He was in Bruiser, that Hulu movie I talked about a while ago. What else is Shamir Anderson in? He's been in a bunch of stuff recently. He was in Stowaway, that space movie. Who was in Stowaway with him? Did it have that's on Netflix. Let me check out the cast because it had a really great cast. Anna Kendrick, Daniel Day Kim, Toni Collette. Come on. The man is an actor, okay? He's in Invasion. He was in Awake. He was in Bruised on Netflix with Halle Berry. A phenomenal movie, by the way. This man is checking off the boxes. He been in a lot of stuff. Get into Shamir Anderson. His performance was so good. Outstanding. There's a scene where he's in the, where was he? It's close towards the end because he's basically playing the character that will not go after John Wick until the price is right, which is like, it's like, that's so black, but like not too black. He said, I'm not going after that man until the bounty on this man's head is enough to make me quit the business, baby. Okay? He just did so well in it. A force, him and his dog. Absolutely fun to watch. He was great. He was a standout character to me. He was a standout character, and who else was a standout character? Hold on. Where is she? Oh, why don't they got the shorty in here? The one who plays the daughter. She plays the one dude's daughter. She was the concierge at the Continental I think that was based in Japan. Her name not up here. Yes, it is. Rina Sawayama. Rina Sawayama. Oh, another standout character. I'm hoping to see her in much more. She did phenomenal. Oh, she's a Japanese singer. Ooh. Come on. She was phenomenal in this. I also thought she did a really good job. A force to be reckoned with. She's a singer. Is a Japanese and British singer. Okay. I know that's right. She did that. She was really good. She was more in like the first third of the film because the movie is, again, 3 hours. She was in the first third of the film, but I'm telling you, y'all, it was so good. Loved every minute of it. A must watch. A must watch. John Wick. John Wick gonna get you mad. Listen, it's gonna get you mad, but is it good? Absolutely. Like I said, it's one of those ridiculous movies that you just cannot turn away from. You can't turn away from it. It's impossible to. Like, you want to see what's going to happen next. You are just it's just insane, y'all. Hold on, let me get to the comments real quick. Charlotte, baby, stuntmen working overtime for real, for real. The stuntmen were working overtime. Being thrown through glass, stabbed, kicked, doing 360 flips in the air whenever they got shot. And I'm telling you, I pray the man who was thrown down the escalator stairs is sitting pretty with a nice big old check, honey. Because my gosh, okay? Natural Danny, yep, over and over again sometimes because directors want to get it right. Y'all would get one scene from me and that's it. One scene! You not throwing me down these stairs again, baby. Get the angle you need. And that's the only angle you're gonna get. You're not throwing me down these stairs again. Okay? I ain't having it. Natural Danny, I feel that. Shoot, you better get it in the first take. You better get it in the first take. I'm not playing. They talk about working overtime. That's the hardest stunt team. That's the hardest working stunt team I ever seen. I just know when they got called for John Wick 4. I know they was, oh God. we are, cause y'all know it just gets wilder and wilder each movie. So I just know when they got that John Wick 4 call, they was probably like, oh God, what the hell they gonna be having me do now? Oh my gosh, I am cracking up. Hold on, let me see. Charlotte, Bill Skarsgård character gave us looks every time he was on the scene. Shout out to the costume designer. His suits were phenomenal. That's so true. Bill Skarsgård played a really good villain. I think he does really well as a villain though. He was the remake of It. He was It. Y'all ain't know that, did y'all? Yeah. That boy is in his villain era. I know he was in whatchamacallit, Barbarian. That ridiculous movie. He was in Barbarian in the beginning, but like, oh gosh, man. He did a really good job in this. I thought he played a nasty man, okay? A nasty villain. Let me see. Is this the last installment from Consuela from Connie and Dad? I don't know. I feel like they're going to surprise us. I know the ending kind of made it feel like it could be, but I don't know. I would not be surprised. Because I don't think, as much as I think Keanu Reeves is probably tired, he might not be. He might love this. This might be his wheelhouse. This might be his favorite thing to do. What would it do me to stop this man from living his life, living his dream of being the action hero of this era? Okay? So you never know. You never know. He probably loves it. They're probably going to figure something out for John Wick 5. And, you know, they're going to get, the stuntmen going to get that call and they're going to be sick about it. And they're going to be sad because they're going to be working overtime if they make a 5. If they make a 5, oh my gosh. If they make a 5, them stuntmen is going to be sick. Them stuntmen gonna be sick. Charlotte, there was a post-credit scene too. Huh? What? Charlotte, if you have an Instagram, I'm gonna need you to DM me that post-credit scene because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want you to say nothing. Hold on. Let me look this up. John Wick 4 post-credit scene. Oh my gosh. How did I miss the post-credit scene? I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Oh my gosh. Where's the video? Y'all, I'm on a hunt. Now I'm on a hunt. Where's the... I am so mad. I'm so mad. Has there always been a post-credit scene for John Wick? Oh, I'm pissed. How? Natural Danny, I feel like if they do a next movie, his dead wife will turn up alive with a whole family. He gonna be sick. Natural Danny, goodbye. Goodbye. I'm cracking up. Charlotte, if I can find it, I'll DM it to you. Please. I'm ashamed, LB. Dad, there has never been a post-credit scene for John Wick movies. Am I tripping? There's never been a post-credit scene in a John Wick movie. Why would I wait till the end? Oh my gosh. I'm so sick. Since Natural Danny says, since common sense and reality are no longer needed in these movies. You right. Because listen, there could definitely be a John Wick 5. But I am so pissed. I missed the post-credit scene. Oh my gosh. It's gotta be somewhere. Somebody's gotta have posted it by now. Oh, I'm so pissed. Ooh, I'm so pissed. I'm gonna find it, y'all. If Charlotte don't send it to me, I'm gonna find it, okay? I'm gonna go to the ends of the earth. Dad, you know you didn't know that it was on post-credit scene. Goodbye. There was no post-credit scenes in any of the John Wicks. How was I supposed to know? Oh, I'm sick about it. I'm sick. Oh, I hate post-credit scenes. That's why I liked when Marvel started putting them like... I loved that Marvel had started putting a lot of the post-credit scenes before it got deep into the credits. Because I was like, oh, thank you. But, you know, Marvel be doing 2 post-credit scenes now, too. So you got to stay for the end anyway. Oh, it's sickening. Found it, sending it now. Thank you, Charlotte. I appreciate you. Can't wait to watch it, okay? Ooh, I can't wait to watch it. But anyway, please, if you get a chance, go see John Wick 4. It is an absolutely ridiculous, outstandingly bizarre, action-packed, unrealistic, but can't keep your eyes off the screen movie of the year. If I were to describe it in any way, that is the best way I can describe it. Please, please, please get into John Wick 4. If you haven't seen any of the John Wicks, you're missing out. John Wick, like I said, is going to go down as like literally movies that will be studied in film class. Like it's going in it's going in the camp action movie genre, along with Chuck Norris, Steven Seagal, Jackie Chan, Jet Li. All those movies, John Wick has now been added to the mix, okay? Thank you so much, Charlotte. I cannot wait to see it. And guys, that is my show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate you guys. I'm going to go through and say hello and goodbye to all the people who chat with me tonight, because y'all know I love when y'all chat with me. We had Natural Danny in. Thanks again so much for chatting with me. You always give great conversation. Charlotte, appreciate you. Cannot wait to see the post-credit scene that you send into my DM. And don't you forget, I'm gonna be mad if you don't send it. T-Lo, thank you so much for popping in. Loved having you in the room. Who else did we have? Oh, I am Nia Love. Thank you so much, I am Nia Love, for commenting and talking with me today. I super appreciate it. I had my dad and Kanye on the line. My dad playing me about not staying for a post-credit scene because my dad loves a post-credit scene, so I know he's sick of me. But thank you guys so much for popping in. I really, really appreciate it. Today was an amazing, fun episode, and I love that we got to chat about it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a wonderful, 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 beautiful week. Enjoy April, y'all. April is my favorite month. You know why? Because my birthday is April 4th. I had a cute little celebration with some friends this weekend. It was so much fun. And I work on my birthday, which I'm actually pretty excited about. Not gonna lie. I feel like it's like if I was going to be doing anything for my 30th, being in Puerto Rico and working on a really great show is not half bad. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really hope you guys enjoy the month of April like I am going to be enjoying the month of April. You guys have a great, great week. First, I cannot believe we're already in April. It's so crazy. The year is already gone. We've already passed the first quarter of the year. It's time to get into the second quarter of the year, and let's make it a beautiful one, y'all. I will see y'all next Sunday. Thank you so much for the birthday shout out, T-Lo. Appreciate it. And I will see y'all next week. You guys, I am leaving this episode at the age of 29, and when I come back next Sunday, I will be 30. Yes, your girl has entered her 30 years, okay? Get into it. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.